Hello, my name is Hua. Today I learn Abigail.
Welcome to Science. Let's take a look at Test 2. Once you've written your name, look at the first section. You're going to fill in the blanks, but the words that you can use are in the box below. So look at them as I read them. Dormant, reproduce, plants, roots, replenish, seeds. Write one of those words on each of those lines. None of the words will be used more than once, so once you've used it, you can cross it off. One of those words will not be used at all. Look at your multiple choice section. You may read each of those statements, then read through the choices carefully. Find the one that best completes the statement and write that letter in the blank. Turn your page, look at the back. On the top of this page, for the next section, you have matching. Here in your matching section, you have a box that has the letters A through I. Bark, carbon dioxide, chlorophyll, flower, fruit, leaf, photosynthesis, pollen, and veins. Write the letter of your choice on the line. You may cross each letter off as you use it because each letter will only be used once. A couple of them will not be used at all. As you work through this section, if you get stuck on one of the answers, skip it. Go on to the next one and come back to it at the end. Let's look at our true and false section. If the statement is true, write true in the blank. If the statement is false, write false in the blank. Number 18, sunlight is the energy that helps plants make food. Notice that the word sunlight is underlined. So does that word make the statement true or does it make it false? Take note of that underlined word to help you decide whether it's true or false. Then write that letter or write that word on the line. Let's look at the next page. Page 3, our short answer. You're going to write the correct answer in the blank. For the first one, list 2 ways that you depend on trees. What can we use trees for? You may use a sentence or a phrase to write the first answer on the first line. Then write something different on the line below it. For the second one, listed under short answer, you're going to list 3 things a seed needs in order to sprout and grow. So what are the 3 things that seed would need to grow? Write each of them on a different line. Look at label. Write the letter of the part of photosynthesis in the correct blank. So which one shows sunlight? Write that letter on the blank. Which one shows the chlorophyll? Which one shows the carbon dioxide? And which one shows the water? As you begin to look through them, notice for the section where letter A is showing, notice letter B is showing the arrows in the air. Notice letter C is pointing to the parts on the leaf. And look at letter D, that's showing you something in the soil. Take your time as you complete the test. Think carefully, do your best. You may begin working. Now, we're going to take a look at some words on the chalkboard. These words need capital letters. Remember, when we use a proofreader's mark to show something that needs to be capitalized, we say, please capitalize me with those 3 lines underlining that letter that needs to be capitalized. So let's stand and let's do those 3 lines together. Ready? Please capitalize me. Be seated. So let's take a look at this first row. We're going to play a game of I Spy. In this first row of red words across, I spy a word that should be capitalized. What is it, Kaden?
Thursday.
Yes. Why does Thursday need to be capitalized, students watching? And Jimmy?
Because it's a month of the year.
Not a month of the year, but
A week.
a what?
A week of the year. A week of the month.
You're very close. It has to do with a week. It is a what, Una?
Day of the week.
Yes, it is a day of the week. Swings doesn't need to be capitalized, and neither does the word plane need to be capitalized. Thursday is a thing that would be a noun. Swings is also a thing, and plane is also a thing. So all of those would be considered nouns. Let's take a look at our white row here. And I spy 3 words that need to be capitalized. Give me one, Dev.
July.
Yes. Why does July need to be capitalized, Dev?
Because it's a month of the year.
Yes. Give me another one that needs to be capitalized, Josh.
Thanksgiving.
Why does Thanksgiving need to be capitalized, Josh?
Because it's a special day.
Yes, and it is a holiday. Give me something else, Emily.
Blake.
Yes. Why does Blake need to be capitalized, Presley?
Because it's a name.
Yes. And all of these would be nouns. The word Blake is the name of a person, place, or thing. Which one would it be, Tyra?
A person.
Good. What about flags? Person, place, or thing. Madison?
Thing.
Good. July, person, place, or thing. Adriana?
Thing.
Thing. Thanksgiving, person, place, or thing. Kathleen?
Thing.
Thing is correct. Let's look at our red row of words here. I spy 2 words that need to be capitalized. Give me one. Madison?
Noah.
Yes. Why do we capitalize Noah, Madison?
It's a name.
Yes. Give me something else that we need to capitalize, Lexi.
Monday.
Why do we capitalize Monday, Lexi? Close. Anna?
Because it's a day of the week.
Yes, it's a day of the week. Now, phone is a noun. Is it a person, place, or thing? Aiden?
Thing.
Thing. Coffee, a very delicious noun. Is that a person, place, or thing? Jacob?
Thing.
Thing, exactly correct. What about Monday? Person, place, or thing? Amaya? Thing. And what about Noah? Person, place, or thing? Arthur?
Person.
Good. Let's look at our white row here. Potato, Henry, bed, and craft. I spy 1 word that needs to be capitalized. What is it, Carly?
Henry.
Henry is correct. Why do we capitalize Henry, Caden?
Because it's a name.
Exactly. Potato is a noun. Person, place, or thing. Tyra?
Thing.
Good. Henry, person, place, or thing. Jimmy?
Person.
You got it. Bed, person, place, or thing. Una?
Thing.
Good. And craft, person, place, or thing. Kathleen?
Thing.
Thing. If I said am going to do that craft, that would be a thing that I would complete, probably in a time like art time. We're going to take a look at some sentences, and we're going to find some words and make them possessive. When I say possession, you say ownership. Possession.
Ownership.
Possession.
Ownership.
What do I place at the end of a word to make that word possessive or to make it show ownership, Dev?
Apostrophe S.
Yes, let's take a look at this first sentence here. Jordan couldn't find his dog's leash last night. What word is possessive, Morgan?
Dogs.
Good. Why did you know that word was possessive, Morgan?
Because a possession noun has apostrophe S at that.
Good. And what does that word own, Gage?
Leash.
Leash, right. So that's the object that he owns. Jackson's kite is higher than Carter's kite. Give me one possessive word, Carson.
Jackson.
Yes. How did you know that word was showing possession?
It had an apostrophe S.
Perfect. What does Jackson own in this sentence, Jackson?
A kite.
Good. Then Carter's kite. I see another possessive word. What is it, Asa?
Carter's kite.
Yes. How did you know Carter's was possessive, Gage?
So I put apostrophe S at
Good. And what does Carter own in this sentence, Jimmy?
the kite.
Yes, notice there's always an object that these words own when they're showing possession. Look at this sentence. I am drawing a picture of a horse for my sister's birthday. What word is showing possession? Tyra.
Sister.
Good. And how do we know that sisters is showing possession? Arthur?
Because there was a apostrophe S.
Yes, because of the apostrophe S. And in this, what is belonging to the sister? What is she owning or showing ownership of, Adriana?
Her birthday.
Yes, exactly correct. Let's take a look at this sentence. Don't lay those wet boots on mom's clean floor. What word is showing possession, Presley?
Mom's.
Good. How did you know mom's was possessive? Jacob?
Because it had an apostrophe S.
Yes, because of the apostrophe S. And what specifically is belonging to mom in this sentence, Anna?
Her clean floor.
Her clean floor is correct. So we definitely want to follow those instructions. I want you to take a look at some items that I have here on the table. The first one right here, I have a fun beanbag. We're going to come up with someone who could own this beanbag. Pick someone and let's make a possessive phrase along with the noun beanbag. What would your phrase be, Adriana?
Anna's beanbag.
I like it, Anna's beanbag. Anna would then own this beanbag. This beanbag would belong to Anna. So Anna, come get this beanbag. You can place it on the corner of your desk. Anna's would need an apostrophe S to show possession or ownership of that word. Here we have a crown. Who might normally wear a crown? Madison?
The king.
Yes, so the king's crown. I'm going to be watching for someone who I think would need a crown on their head. So we have king, then the king owns it, and the word king would need an apostrophe S on it, so king's crown. Who might also wear a crown, Tyra?
A queen.
A queen is right, a queen's crown. So perhaps there's a king or a queen in my classroom who should need this crown on their head. Queens would be the one then who would own the crown, and that word would need an apostrophe S on it. Let's take a look at this basketball. Who do we think this basketball belongs to, Jimmy?
Jimmy's basketball.
Jimmy's basketball. So he would then own this basketball. Jimmy, you can come set this on the corner of your desk. And Jimmy would need an apostrophe S at the end of his name. Jimmy's apostrophe S basketball. Here I have a bow that could be used with a bow and arrow. Perhaps this bow might belong to Josh.
Josh's bow.
Josh's bow. So we can make it Josh's, capital J-O-S-H apostrophe S bow, that this would belong to Josh. Now here I have something else. Who do you think might own this? First of all, what is this? Jacob?
A fishing pole.
Yes, a fishing pole. And this one is magnetic, so it can pick up some magnetic fish. Who might own a fishing pole? Kathleen?
Kathy's fishing pole.
Kathleen's fishing pole. Who else might own a fishing pole? Arthur? Dev's fishing pole, so we can make his name possessive. Who else, Gage? Arthur's fishing pole, so we can make his name possessive as well. So I'll be looking for some to be able to enjoy these objects throughout our day. So when we're taking a word to make it possessive, what do I need to place at the end of the word that shows that that word is showing possession or showing ownership of something, Anna?
Apostrophe S.
Yes, apostrophe S. Let's practice some more things together. Take out your language book and open to page number 56. Page 56. Let's take a look at the remember box at the top. To make a noun possessive, add an apostrophe and an S. Remember A. Use proofreader's marks to add apostrophe S to make the noun possessive. So we're going to find which word in each sentence would need that apostrophe S because it's showing possession. And here's another thing to remember. We're going to find them and correct them in these sentences, but whenever you write your sentences, you need to make sure that you include this on your possessive words as well. So let's look at number 1. Max and Olivia went shopping for Grandpa's birthday gift. Which one word needs an apostrophe S, Gage?
Grandpa's birthday.
Yes, Grandpa's, because he is owning, as Gage says, the birthday. So insert the apostrophe S. How are we going to do that? Well, we're going to use our proofreader's marks. So use the little arrow here to show you this. But remember, the apostrophe is going to be a little bit higher than the S. So when you write it, make sure it's a little bit above the S and that it doesn't look like a comma. So we're inserting an apostrophe S at the end of Grandpa, but not a comma. So make sure it does look like an apostrophe. Grandpa's birthday. All right, let's look at the next page. Page 3, our short answer. You're going to write the correct answer in the blank. For the first one, let's do, Mac's money was not enough to buy Grandpa a coffee maker. What word needs to be possessive? Lexi?
Max.
Yes, so add the apostrophe S. Use the insert arrow and the apostrophe S at the end of Max to make it possessive. So now the sentence reads, Max's money was not enough to buy Grandpa a coffee maker. Number 3, a new fishing pole was too much for Olivia money. What word needs an apostrophe S? Tyra?
Olivia.
Yes, so that it reads Olivia's. Insert the apostrophe S at the end of Olivia. Number 4, together they bought a fun jigsaw puzzle for Grandpa gift. What word needs the apostrophe S, Arthur?
Grandpa.
Yes, so that as Arthur said, it says Grandpa's gift. Number 5, Grandpa's smile was big when he saw the new puzzle. What word needs the apostrophe S, Jackson?
Grandpa's.
Yes, so insert the apostrophe S at the end of Grandpa's. For this next section, pause and listen, and then I'll let you take out these items. You're going to need a blue, orange, and green colored pencil or crayon. Blue, orange, and green. Take those items out. Let's take a look at the directions, and then we'll be able to work along these together carefully. Read the sentences. We'll do that together. Then circle the compound nouns blue. So compound equals blue. Underline the proper nouns orange. So proper is orange. Underline the common nouns green. So common is green. Some nouns may not be circled or underlined. So I want you to tell me compound, proper, or common when we get to it. Let's look at number 1. The beautiful mountains of Colorado are full of fun places to visit. Give me the first noun that you see and tell me compound, proper, or common. What is the first noun, Jacob?
Mountains.
Common, proper, or common? Excuse me, compound, proper, or common?
Common.
Common is right. So you're going to underline it green. Pick up your green crayon or colored pencil and underline it green. What is the next noun? And is it compound, proper, or common? Emily?
Colorado is proper.
Good. And it is. So underline it with orange. Pick up your orange and underline it. What is the next noun? And is it compound, proper, or common? Dev?
Faces.
Yes. And which one is it?
Green.
Green, because it's common, right? So underline places green. Underline places green. And we've completed sentence number 1. Let's look at sentence number 2. Visitors might see elk, moose, and mountain goats in the Rocky Mountains. First noun, and what is it, Adriana? Visitors, compound, proper, or common? Common is right. Underline visitors green. Underline visitors green. What is the next noun? And what is it, Morgan?
Moose.
There's one before moose, right?
Elk.
Yes. So elk and moose are what?
Proper noun.
Yes, they're both in the same category. Underline elk green. Underline moose green. The next one you'll have to think very carefully for. Emily?
Mountain goats in their compound.
Good. Mountain goats, and it is compound, so underline it blue. Or excuse me, it is blue, but we're not going to underline it. We're going to circle it blue. And there's one other thing that we can do. Are we going to underline it orange or green? Gage?
Orange.
Not orange, green, because it's common. So circle mountain goats in blue and underline it in green. Circle mountain goats in blue and underline it in green. There's one more noun in this sentence. What is it, Tyra?
Rocky Mountain.
Good. So circle it because what? Why do we need to circle it? Emily?
Because it's compound.
Good. So circle it in blue. Then are we going to underline in orange or green? Jacob?
Orange.
Orange because it's what, Jacob?
Proper.
Proper. So circle in blue, underline in orange. circle in blue, underline in orange. We've completed sentence number 2. Let's look at sentence number 3. Daniel and his family ski on the snowy mountains each winter. What is the first noun, and what do we need to look at it for? Kaden.
Daniel.
Daniel. Is it compound, proper, or common?
Proper.
Proper. So underline in orange. Underline in orange. What is the next noun, Morgan?
Snowing mountain.
There's one before that.
Ski.
No, students watching? Lexi?
Family.
Family. Compound, proper, or common? Gage?
Proper.
Not proper. It's not one particular person, place, or thing, so then it would be what, Gage? If it's not proper, what would it be? Not compound. Remember, compound is 2 parts, so what's the last choice? Arthur?
Common.
Common. So underline in green, family is common. Underline in green. What is the next noun? Lexi?
Snowing mountain.
Okay, but just the word mountains, right. Is mountains compound, proper, or common? Presley?
Common.
Common, underline in green. Underline in green. What is the last noun in that sentence? Adriana?
Winter.
Winter. Compound, proper, or common, Adriana?
Common.
Common, underline in green. Underline in green. We've completed sentence number 3. So now let's look at sentence number 4. The leaves on the aspen trees turn bright gold each autumn, making the mountains look golden. What is the first word? That is a noun. Kathleen?
Right. Gold.
Not gold. There's one before that.
Aspen trees.
Okay, there's one before trees. It's near the very beginning.
Leaves.
Leaves. Is leaves compound, proper, or common, Emily?
Common.
Common, underline in green. Underline in green. What is the next noun, Carly?
Aspen tree.
Yes, and just the word trees. Aspen does not belong with the word trees. It just tells us more about that tree. So just the word trees. Is trees compound, proper, or common, Anna?
Common.
Underline in green. Underline in green. What is the next noun? Madison?
Gold.
No.
Autumn.
Autumn is right. Is that compound, proper, or common? Gage?
Common.
Common, underlining green. Good thinking, Gage. Underlining green. What is the next and last noun in that sentence? Aiden?
Mountains.
Yes. Compound, proper, or common? Carson?
Common.
Common, underlining green. Underlining green. We've completed sentence number 4. Let's take a look at sentence number 5. Taking a wild ride on a raft down the Padre River is another exciting adventure. What is the first noun in that sentence, Carson?
Yeah.
Ride. Is that compound, proper, or common, Jimmy?
Common.
Common, underlining green. Underlining green. What is the next noun, Josh?
River.
There's one before river. Caden? Deb?
A raft.
Raft. Is raft compound, proper, or common? Morgan?
Common.
Common, underlining green. Underlining green. The next one, Padre River. Is that compound, proper, or common? Gage?
Compound.
Compound, circle in blue. Circle in blue. Now, is it proper or is it common, Arthur?
Proper.
proper, underline in orange. Underline in orange. What is the last noun in that sentence? Carson?
Adventure.
Yes. Compounds, proper or common? Jimmy?
Common.
Common, underline in green. Underline in green. We've completed sentence 5, so let's look at sentence 6. In summer, the wildflowers sprinkle the mountainside with brilliant colors. What is the first noun? Jacob?
Summer.
Summer. Compounds, proper or common? Josh?
Compound.
Not compound. Summer is just one word. So is it proper or is it common?
Common.
Common, underline in green. Underline in green. What is the next noun, Anna?
Wildflower.
Wildflowers. Is that compounds, proper, or common, Adriana?
Compound.
Compound, circle in blue. Circle in blue. Is it proper or common, Dev?
Common.
Common, underline in green. Underline in green. What is the next noun, Cadence?
Mountainside.
Yes, is mountainside compound, proper, or common? Gage?
Compound.
Circle in blue. Circle in blue. Proper or common, Amaya?
Common.
Common, underline in green. Underline in green. What is the last noun in that sentence, Carly?
Colors.
Colors. Is that compound, common, or proper?
Common.
Common, underline in green. Underline in green. Take a look at right C. Place your colored pencils and crayons down. Correct the run-on sentence by adding a comma and joining word. Denver is 1 mile above sea level Colorado and the joining word. After what word do I need to place those two things? Jimmy?
After level.
Yes, after level. So your new sentence will read, Denver is 1 mile above sea level and Colorado Springs is even higher. Students watching, you'll finish number 1 and then you'll complete number 2 with your on-site teacher. Taking a wild ride on a raft down the Padre River is another exciting adventure. What is the first noun in that sentence, Carson?
Yeah.
Ride. Is that compound, proper, or common, Jimmy?
Common.
Common, underline in green. Underline in green. What is the next noun, Josh?
River.
There's one before river. Caden? Deb?
A raft.
Raft. Is raft compound, proper, or common?
Common.
Common, underline in green. Underline in green. The next one, Padre River. Is that compound, proper, or common? Gage?
Compound.
Compound, circle in blue. Circle in blue. Now, is it proper or is it common, Arthur?
Proper.
Proper, underline in orange. Underline in orange. What is the last noun in that sentence? Carson?
Adventure.
Yes. Compounds, proper, or common, Jimmy?
Common.
Common, underline in green. Underline in green. We've completed sentence 5, so let's look at sentence 6. In summer, the wildflowers sprinkle the mountainside with brilliant colors. What is the first noun? Jacob?
Summer.
Summer. Compounds, proper, or common, Josh?
Compound.
Not compound. Summer is just one word. So is it proper or is it common?
Common.
Common, underline in green. Underline in green. What is the next noun, Anna?
Wildflower.
Wildflowers. Is that compound, proper, or common, Adriana?
Compound.
Compound, circle in blue. Circle in blue. Is it proper or common, Dev?
Common.
Common, underlining green, underlining green. What is the next noun, Cadence?
Mountainside.
Yes, is mountainside compound, proper, or common? Gage?
Compound.
Circle in blue, circle in blue. Proper or common, Amaya?
Common.
Common, underlining green, underlining green. What is the last noun in that sentence, Carly?
Colors.
Colors, is that compound, common, or proper?
Common.
Common, underlining green, underlining green. Take a look at right C. Place your colored pencils and crayons down. Correct the run-on sentence by adding a comma and joining word. Denver is 1 mile above sea level. Colorado Springs is even higher. After what word should I insert the comma and the joining word? After what word do I need to place those two things? Jimmy?
After level.
Yes.